Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 Manager 2023, and yeah, this is the start of Season 4. We've kept both drivers, as you can see. Lando Norris and Tio Pourchaire are still both here, and I sort of feel like we should win this season. I feel like we should win the Drivers and the Constructors Championship and get it all wrapped up and possibly bring this series to an end, because we did a lot of research last year on our car. There were dramatic changes, which is going to change the landscape of Formula 1 in this series. But we did loads of research. We've saved loads of money. We've got a Red Bull powertrain in our car. It's Haas Red Bull is what we're being called this season. And yeah, we're looking really good. Facilities-wise, we've got a 4-star factory, 3-star design centre, 2-star wind tunnel, 2-star CFD simulator, 2-star suspension simulator, and a 3-part car part test centre. In the staff facilities, the team hub that can get refurbished, because I love all of this stuff to be the maximum it can be. Is all that's 5-star, 5-star, 1-star scouting, because we don't need them. Operations facilities, everything is 5-star in there. So we're going to be looking to upgrade this stuff as much as we can throughout this season to give us the best possible car parts that we can do. Now, obviously we've gone and done all the pre-season stuff, but we are still quite a way off the first Grand Prix. But if we go and look at the cars and we go and look at car analysis and we compare ourselves to, I don't know, let's say Red Bull, who ran away with the championship last year, we have a much faster car than them. We have a much better accelerating car than them. We have a much more effective DRS. We have a much better low-speed cornering, much better medium-speed cornering, much better high-speed cornering, a better dirty air tolerance. They've got better brake cooling. We've got much better engine cooling, and the extra weight is exactly the same. If we then do this comparing us to the grid, this is Lando's car versus Max Verstappen without any upgrades before the Bahrainian Grand Prix. We have the highest top speed, the highest acceleration, the highest DRS effectiveness, the highest low speed, the best medium speed, the best high speed, the best dirty air tolerance, and the best engine cooling. Our car is going to be insane. Red Bull won the title. They have not done much research to get them into a position to give them a really good car. They're going to be relying on Max's driver or driving capabilities. I'm not too sure who is the second best car on the grid. It's not McLaren. It doesn't look like it's going to be Ferrari. Mercedes, they've got good cornering. They've done their aerodynamics pretty well. Alpine look pretty decent as well. Williams have the 3rd fastest car on the grid and the 3rd best in high-speed corners. Haas, that's obviously us. We know we're very good. AlphaTauri look very, very slow. Alfa Romeo look like they're going to be very slow. And Aston Martin, yeah, they look like they're not going to do much either. So in theory, I'm thinking this is the one that we run away with this season. I think we run away with it. It's not going to stop us designing car parts at all. We are in a position where we can make our car even better. We knew that brake cooling was probably our downfall, to be honest. So we're just going to go and create some suspension and try and sort out our brake cooling and see if we can improve that to help us out. But I am expecting probably Lando Norris to win this. So we want brake cooling maximised. That would give us an 8% increase. 8.29, 8%. That's going to affect medium speed cornering. That's going to affect low speed cornering. That's going to affect both of them. Can we just nudge that? Yeah, we'll go for that. So everything does get a little bit of a bonus, and we'll make the car a little bit lighter. Why not? We're also going to design a front wing just to add on to a bit of the brake cooling as well. So let's see what we can do with that. We'll chuck 20 wind tunnel hours into that. Let's get the next step. Again, we want to focus on brake cooling more than anything else, but I'd like everything to still be blue. I think we go with that. It's going to improve a few other things. Yeah, okay, we can actually get bit of an improvement in low speed cornering as well. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right, let's get our rest of our engineers on that. We're just going to go normal. We've got 50 days until the Grand Prix, so that's 2 research developments being done. All of engineers are being used. Leaves us with 12 million in the bank. So what can we upgrade for 12 million? We can't do the design center, can't do the factory, we could do the wind tunnel, could do the CFD simulator. the suspension simulator or the car part test centre. I think we're going to go for a wind tunnel. Thank you very much. So let's have a look at the driver updates for this year. Verstappen and Leclerc stay at Red Bull. Russell and Sainz both stay at Ferrari. Lando Norris and Théo Pourchaire at Haas, and Mercedes have Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon. Aston Martin have Lance Stroll and Oscar Piastri. Mick Schumacher and Guan Yu Zhou are at Williams. Alpine have gone with Antonio Giovinazzi and Alexander Albon. Alfa Romeo have Drugovich called up with Sonoda. McLaren have Pierre Gasly and Valtteri Bottas in what is a very strong partnership for them. And AlphaTauri have Daniel Ricciardo and Nick De Vries. So, yeah, it could be an interesting season. We're going to be battling with these two, you would imagine. But as I said, I'm quite... yes, we'll pay some overtime and get our suspension done sooner. Thank you. I think we're going to have a good season. So our design is complete for our suspension. So we'll just go and manufacture 4 of them right off the bat. It's going to take 32 days to do them all, which means we'll have 3 done, I think. Third one will be 22 days. Yeah, we'll have 3 done for... Oh, insufficient funds. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Okay, we'll make 2. we'll just make 2, get 1 on each car. I forgot that I spunked all of the money building our facilities. No biggie. Driver development then. Lando Norris is now a 93 overall. He actually hasn't improved in anything in this development, but he does have 100 for control. Smoothness has gone from 94 to 95 for Théo Pourchaire, which is very, very good. He's becoming a really good driver as well. And Jack Doohan still down here. Defending has gone up from 84 to 85. So our front wing design is also complete. We're going to go and get 4 of those done because we now have money in the bank. No need to rush it or anything like that. The Grand Prix in 17 days. These will be done in 13 days. So we can get those done. We could go and develop another part as well. I guess if you're not standing still, if you're not going forward, you're standing still. If you're not improving, you're standing still. There's a phrase like that I can't think of at the moment. I'm sort of thinking the underfloor would help us for a lot of things. I just feel like we don't really need to. Let's go rear wing. Let's just make the car faster. Let's just make the car as fast as humanly possible with DRS and straight line speed, which is obviously your rear wing. So we'll go DRS delta, drag reduction down, and then we'll lower the weight on everything as well. We don't have to make it so replaceable. It does decrease our dirty air tolerance, so we could just bring that up. Everything then gets a little bit better. So we'll go with that. We'll stick 5 engineers on that. It's going to take 31 days. Excellent stuff. Cheers. So the manufacturing is complete of the suspension, so we can go and whack that on the car. Suspension swap out number 2 can go on 1 and 2, so that will give us a little bit better brake cooling as well. Be able to keep the brakes under control, stop a little bit of tyre wear, things like that. That will be pretty handy. If we then manufacture and just go suspension, this one, 2 more of those. That'll be done in 18 days. We can afford it now. So that will give us the spares as well. And our front wing is going to be manufactured. We're also designing a new chassis just because we might as well. So the new front wing is also complete. We'll get that on both cars and just see what difference that's going to make. Yeah, a little bit better in the corners, which will be lovely. We're not too far away from the Bahrain. So here we go. Post Bahrain, we are 3rd in low speed cornering, 1st in medium speed, 1st in high speed, 2nd in brake cooling, 1st in engine cooling, 1st at top speed, 1st in acceleration, and 1st in DRS effectiveness as well. So we've got a really, really good car. And here we are, the first race of the season in Grand Prix in Bahrain, and I'm very excited. We're going to qualify both drivers in the top 5, and we're going to get both drivers into Q2, which should be a bit of a guarantee, to be honest. Finish position, we'll get 2 drivers in the top 5. I'm so confident for this season. I honestly think our car is so much better than everyone else's. Finish position streak, we'll get 1 driver in the top 5 for the next 5 races, and you can then give me a lot of money for achieving that. Right, we'll go and do practice. We'll be back for the Bahrainian Grand Prix and qualifying and all of that good stuff. Here we are then, back from the practice sessions. It's a decent confidence for both drivers. They're getting used to the new car parts, they're getting used to all of that stuff as well, but generally one of them was topping every single session apart from practice 3 when Max Verstappen topped it. But we should be fine. I'm very confident about this setup. So let me just check everything is recording correctly. Yes, it is. Right, yeah, we're good to go. Let's just get straight out there. I'm gonna bosh this out one shot, I think 1 lap, and we're gonna send Théo Pourchaire out straight away. there it is. The car looks exactly the same, even though it's had a huge design overhaul. So let's see what sort of lap time Theo Pourchaire sets here, as he's going to have a pretty clean run as well, to be honest. Not much traffic in front of him, as Theo Pourchaire sets a 1:31. So Zhou is only 4/10 off him. Not too bad, actually. We're just going to try and wait for a nice gap here. I think that's actually not looking too bad, because all these guys are doing warm down laps. So let's go and see what Norris can do. Perez has gone quicker than Theo Pourchaire. Obviously, the track would have been set in a little bit more for Perez. So Norris is the one we really want to see. It looks like he's going to have a pretty clean run. He should get Piastri. Okay, it wasn't the cleanest overtake of Piastri, but Norris should still set a pretty decent time here. And we know we're going to have a... Yeah, Norris goes a 1:30.7. Wow. Pourchaire has just set a 1:30.4. So both drivers very much competing with each other for pole position. And Lando comes back with a 1:30.3. We have developed an absolute rocket ship. So at the end of Q1, both drivers topping the timing charts. A 1:30.3 for Lando, a 1:30.4 for Theo Pourchaire. Max Verstappen wasn't far off, to be honest, with his last lap. But yeah, this is going to be great. So into Q2 we go. We're actually going to go and let some other cars go out first. Put some bit more rubber down. We've put the used tyres on as well, but we should have plenty to get through as Verstappen and Perez go out. Leclerc, Stroll, Gasly, Ocon, Russell, Sainz. Let's send Pourchaire out in that group as well, and then we'll give Lando a little bit of time, and he can go out in a second. Hopefully go and get some free air as Pourchaire in the slipstream of Giovinazzi, and doesn't go quicker than Verstappen. We are on used tyres. Lando Norris sets a 1:30.2 on his used tyres, which is incredible. I think we're only going to use one set of tyres for this whole session, to be honest. For Q1 and Q2, we may whack on a fresh pair for Q3, but I think both drivers are going to get through pretty easily. So at the end of the session, both on used tyres, it's a 1 and a 3 for Team Haas. So let's crack into Q3 and see what we can do. We'll start on the used tyres again, see what sort of time we set, and then go from there. Okay, both drivers have a banker lap in, and Norris's banker lap is good enough for pole, so that's good. We've just whacked some fresh tyres on them, so we're going to send Lando out first, and then we're going to send Pourchaire out as well. Just see what they can do with these fresh tyres on. Hopefully they don't hit too much traffic. I think they might, because we've gone a bit early. Norris is going to get a delightfully clean lap in as well, which is going to be brilliant. So this is real pace setting from Norris, a 1:29.9. That is ridiculous from Lando Norris. And Pourchaire goes second with, well, 1:30.2. And nobody could beat those times. It's a 1-2 start for Haas in the first race of this season. Lovely. So looking at the strategy, I honestly think if we start on the hards, we're going to start on the softs, we're going to put such a big lead between us and everybody else that I think we'll be able to just manage this through, to be honest. We can probably even do something like that. A strong push, medium push, strong push, and I think we'll absolutely smash it. So Lando's going to go soft, soft, medium. In terms of Theo Pourchaire, he is going to go soft, medium, soft. And we're just going to mix this up a little bit. Obviously, both drivers are going to have so much there in terms of their soft tyres available, because we only used one set in well, two sets in qualifying, but let's see if we can maximise this. So 16 seconds is the quickest we're going to get. So there we go. I am very excited for this season. I mean, it's been a bit of a slog with Haas, but we have got the cars and the drivers to put us in a wonderful position for this season. Let's see how the Bahrain Grand Prix goes. Right, two Haas's at the front. I'm expecting a very, very good start from both drivers here. I even think we can probably do low and rarely defend, and low and rarely defend, and we're going to have such enough pace, it means our drivers don't collide with each other, to be honest, as Lando Norris does take the lead, or he keeps the lead, I should say, at the beginning. We'll make sure we've got their ERS battle assist on, and yeah, we should be in a very good position. At the back then it goes two Haas, two Red Bull, Ferrari, two McLarens, two Mercedes, and Alfa Romeo up there with Tsunoda. Russell all the way down in 11th. Wow, okay. Well, yeah, that's Russell there. Then two Alpines, Zhou in the Williams, two Aston Martins, Drugovic in the Alfa Romeo, Schumacher in the Williams, and then they're both Alfa Tauris at the back of the grid. disappointing for them. But we've put nearly half a second between, well, we've put nearly a second actually between Pourchaire and Verstappen on lap 1. So this could be quite frankly ridiculous. But yeah, I don't mind because I want to win, and that's why I play these games, to win. And if we don't win this season, I think it's something that's gone horribly, horribly wrong. So let's see how it unfolds. We'll come back if there's anything to really talk about. So just about to start the 10th lap, and when I said we've created a rocket ship, it's whatever's better than a rocket ship. This is like a hyper ship, or I don't know. I don't know what you call this. We are nearly 10 seconds in front of the Red Bulls after 10 laps. This is absolutely ludicrous. Oh, Norris has had a spin. I'm pretty sure he's going to be fine. All it needs is that Pourchaire has the complete lead of the race. He didn't hit anything. It was in the third to last corner. As you come up the bank, come round. It was luckily he was behind his teammate, so there was no hit. But yeah, he's going to be fine. So Lando Norris coming in for his first pit stop of the year, and hopefully it's a good one, as we've got an 8-second gap between Verstappen and Pourchaire, which is lovely. Pourchaire is also just going to come in on his optimal pit stop as well, going on to the mediums. But we'll watch Lando Norris to see how he gets on. But you can see, look at this. I mean, from us, from us to the Red Bulls, it's 8 seconds, and then from the Red Bulls, or from us to the next rival after that, is 18 seconds, which is just absolutely ridiculous. But a good stop there from Lando Norris, 2.2 seconds. We've even got Pourchaire topping up his battery as well as he goes, and Norris is going to come out in traffic, so we'll have to get some moves done, which he should do relatively easily, to be honest. This stint was just to be aggressive on the soft tyres rather than fully push them. And we'll say that you can go and be a bit more aggressive with your overtakes as well, Lando. So, yeah, let's get this done. We'll be back for Theo Pourchaire's pit stop in just a second. And here comes Theo Pourchaire round the final corner of the track. And then he'll just swing into the right to go into the pit stop. And hopefully he has a good stop as well. So Lando Norris is now 25 seconds off his teammate. So we'll get to see a good estimate here. Verstappen pits at the same time. So Leclerc will get the de facto lead of the race, as you can just see him going past. Now Lando Norris, as we said, has got to put in a good lap here. We want Lando to get back towards the front of the Grand Prix. A 2.1 second stop for Theo. That is looking lovely as well. And where is Norris in all of this? It's going to be close with his teammate. No, it's not. Theo Pourchaire is well out in front. That's how much of a lead Theo Pourchaire had. That is ridiculous. So Lando Norris fought his way back up to third. Theo Pourchaire in second, but Leclerc has just pitted, as you can see. So we should get both of our drivers, I would imagine, past Charles Leclerc. And I think we may, we've got them both on top up at the moment, but I think we may push for a fastest lap at some point, or at least try and get Lando Norris back into contention with Theo Pourchaire so they can give each other a bit of DRS. And Lando Norris has locked up. He's not having a good race. He is causing lots of issues. I don't know why he's having so much trouble in this. It's dropped him down to 4th, so Verstappen and Perez have got him. It hasn't affected his tyres too much, but he's going to have to push now to get back into where we want him to be, which is top 2. So Theo Pourchaire, we're going to see if he can set a very, very quick lap on these medium tyres. Let's see. We're basically putting him into quali mode and see what he can do as he comes down into the start-finish straight round the corner. Lando Norris back up to third. Even with a spin and a lock-up, he's still on the podium, which is quite crazy. So Pourchaire's big push lap on the mediums, for some reason, hasn't registered as the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, even though it is the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, I think. Although that's the last lap. He did a 1:34.1 on medium tyres, which is quite impressive. Another yellow flag comes out. Somebody's spun as Lando Norris is having a go at Charles Leclerc, as Charles Leclerc has got back to Lando Norris. I was focusing a bit too much on Theo Pourchaire, but yeah, Lando should be okay. So Lando Norris swings into the pits for his final pit stop of the Grand Prix, going onto the medium tyres that he'll drag out to the end of this race. Verstappen has a 10-second gap to Theo Pourchaire, who is in front of him, who is having an outstanding race, to be honest. We are charging up Theo Pourchaire's battery so that he can go for the fastest lap on his soft tyres, as Lando has another good stop, 2.2 seconds, and we are putting ourselves in a good position here to get a double podium, I think. I think these guys are going to have to pit again, so there is a yellow flag somewhere. Norris comes out in 6th, which isn't too bad at all. But yeah, let's go to the leader, 35 seconds off his teammate. And within one lap, Lando Norris is taking on the Ferraris. Sainz has pitted, but Lando Norris is going to have George Russell on this lap, and he's trying to close that gap for a bit of an undercut on the cars in front. And Theo Pourchaire comes into the lane. Lando Norris, by the way, up to third. He has jumped Charles Leclerc, who came in for the pit stop, so in a good position there for Lando Norris. But Theo Pourchaire is in, and Lando Norris gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix just as we're watching this pit stop. It's another good stop, 2.4 seconds, as Verstappen takes the de facto lead of the Grand Prix. But as we say, he will need to pit again off those soft tyres. Theo Pourchaire is coming out on soft tyres, so I'm going to assume that Theo Pourchaire is, you know, in a very good position. We're going to harvest up his battery, we're going to save these tyres to get them to temperature, and then we're going to absolutely blitz a lap and see if he can go and get the fastest lap of the Grand Prix and take it off his teammate. So Verstappen has pit, Pourchaire's tyres are in range, and we are back to a Haas 1-2 in this race. And it's going very, very well. So we're going to set Theo Pourchaire to try and do an absolute stonker of a lap at the moment. I've just realised I've done it a little bit too early because I need to do it just down here. But you can see the lead we have over the Red Bulls is humongous. And yeah, we are looking like we are in a very good position. Right, Theo Pourchaire, what can you do? Can you take the fastest lap of the Grand Prix off your teammate? You should do, because you're on soft tyres. So let's see if he gets that done. And yes, he did. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix does go to the young driver, Theo Pourchaire. And I think we can now just make sure we bring these tyres home, get this done safely, and see how we do from there. 5.9 seconds over his teammate, who has an outstandingly big lead over Verstappen as well. There is another yellow flag, but look at that, a 1:32.5. Ludicrously quick. So as we start the final lap of the Grand Prix, Theo Pourchaire has a 10-second lead over his teammate. He's got a back marker trying to re-overtake him, which is just fruitless for him. And Lando Norris has an 8-second lead over Max Verstappen. He is currently in second place, so this should be done and dusted. And here comes Theo Pourchaire to take his first victory of the season at the first race, and it is very nicely done. And Theo Pourchaire with the win. Unbelievable scenes for the number 7 car from Haas, and Lando Norris is going to finish up a lovely tidy second place behind him, and I've got a feeling this season is going to be an absolute cakewalk. It's first and second for Team Haas. What a start to the season. So there we have it. Theo Pourchaire gains 1 position, Lando Norris drops 1 position, but it's a 1-2 for Haas. A fantastic start to the season. The 2-stopper coming in really well. The car is an absolute rocket ship. Let me know down below, who do you think is going to win the season, Theo Pourchaire or Lando Norris? Are we going to mess it up, or is this one in the bag? I've got a feeling I think it's going to be quite close. So a really good start to the season, Lando Norris and Theo Pourchaire in a 1-2, and yeah, really, really good stuff, to be honest. Let's go and spend a little bit more money. Oh, we can't design anything. Let's take an engineer off that one. We'll go, yes, that's fine. Take an engineer off this one. Yes, that's fine. And we will just get something in here going. Let's get some side pods going. Yeah, we haven't got any of that left. Let's go next, and let's get our what are we struggling in on the grid? First, low speed cornering or extra weight. So let's get, in fact, let's not do that then. Let's not do side pods. Let's go front wing. We'll do a brand new front wing, and we'll get our low speed cornering up. We'll make sure our high-speed cornering doesn't come down. We'll make sure our brake cooling doesn't come down. Oh, brake cooling is going to be affected. That's all right. We've got good brake cooling. And weight, we will just take that down a little bit as well. That will help us out, won't it? It'll make us... Oh, acceleration would be -1 to second. That's okay. Right, so next up we got Jeddah, Melbourne, Baku, Miami, Imola, Monte Carlo, Barcelona. We will be back for Montreal, I think is what we're going to come back for, and see how much we have a lead heading into Canada. And then I think we'll fly through the season, probably come back maybe for something like, I don't know, Monza. I think that might be a bit too close, but we'll see how it's going. Maybe Singapore, because it is my home Grand Prix, and we'll do that one. But thank you so much for watching. Leave me your comments down below. Let me know how you think this season's going to go. Who is going to win the championship this season? I'm intrigued to read your comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.